Hello everyone. So last time we implemented this selection process which allows us to select each side of the quick access menu, and today we are going to see how to show the items after we collect it to the player's inventory. So let me collect these items, right? And after collecting them, here you can see those collected items appears in the quick access menu. Okay, so let's see how to do that today. And this episode is sponsored by this generous patron. Thank you very much for your support. Alright, now this is what we have at the moment. I can use arrow keys or the D-pad in the Xbox controller to bring up the quick access menu. So we need to put buttons now. According to this design I have, we need to put icons that represent various elements. So how to do that? Okay, first let me go to the quick access menu, design, and here we need to put 4 items that represents the things I can equip when I use each side of the D-pad or the arrow keys from the quick access menu. So for that I am going to reuse the same inventory item widget I have used previously, because if I do that, that will be inherently, we will have all these details about that which we can reuse. Okay, so if you haven't watched the previous episodes, we implemented this widget inventory item button previously in this series, so you can refer to them. So I'm just gonna use it in the quick access menu. Let me type inventory item. I put it under canvas panel, but we need it here. How can we wrap this with another canvas panel? Yeah. Okay, that's better. Then I'll make it take all the space, because by doing that I can align these buttons into this canvas panel. So I'll put this item also inside here, and I'll anchor it to the top and set the X alignment to 0.5, Y alignment to, I'll keep it as it is, set the size to 200 by 200. Okay, now this is the look I get, and I rename it item top, duplicate item right, again duplicate item bottom, again duplicate item left. Right, now select the item right and let's anchor it to the middle right, and set the X value to 1 alignment and Y as 0.5. Make both 0 and 0. Right, now you can see this item is aligned to the right side of this background. Similarly, select the bottom, align it to the bottom, and as the x, keep it as 0.5. As for y, make it 1, 0, 0. Similarly, select left, anchor it to the left middle, keep x as 0, y as 0.5. Right, now we have 4 icons. Let me test and see how it looks. Right, so this is the way we need them to look, but we can get rid of this frame, and also we can assign the correct icons dynamically. So this is the basic setup. And also when I select one of these items, they should in the middle it should show the selected item name and the selected item category. Sorry, not the category here. In the top it shows what it does, in the bottom it shows the number, and here we get 2 buttons that we can use to use this item or swap this item with something else. Right, and these are the item types we gonna have: heal items, distract items, damage items, and affect items. So heal items are things like medical kits that we can use to heal the character. Distract items, stones and other throwables that we can use to distract other AI characters to maybe create a path or maybe distract them to somewhere else. So it's like that. The stealth usage. And damage, basically weapons. Affect. So affect the health and mind of enemies. So things like poisonous darts or berserkers, things like them that we can use to affect the behavior of enemies. At the moment I haven't implemented any of those things, but let's just have this categorization so that later on we can implement the various items that the character can consume and assign it accordingly. So I'm gonna call these categories as usage. From now on, I'm going to refer to them as the usage of an item. So at the moment, we have this data structure, inventory item. Here we have item type, and under item type we can consider if it is a survival item or artifact or a relationship item or a skill item. So this is for our main inventory, and just like this, I'll add another enumeration. Let's call it item usage. Right, here I'll add heal. Oh wait, usage of inventory item as the first one. First item, first usage type is here. Second one is distract, and third one is damage. Fourth one is affect. Okay, now here for the inventory item structure, I'll add another variable. Let's call it usage and use the item type. Usage type. No, item usage as the type, variable type. Right. By default it will be a heal item. Now here when we get a button, in a button, we have already defined this init item button, and this is actually here we are feeding one of the item type. So because of that, since I already added this item data usage, we already have it. So I think it would be easier, instead of breaking things and saving, if I save the complete data structure, yeah, inside the button. So I'll add a new variable here. What should we call it? Item data. What's this? Inventory item. Let's call it item data and change the type to inventory item. Now let me get some space here and set item data. Oh, there is another A. Set item data. Or maybe we can use get item data and set members. Or do we really need to do that? I think we can just use a set. Yeah. Now break all these connections. And recombine set, and we can split this here and use the image for this one and the count for this one. And here we already have the item data, split it. Can give the name like this, description like this, so we don't need these two separate variables. Okay, so can we get rid of these variables? Oh no, there are some here. Right, now we can get rid of them. Okay, wait, after that change I need to check if still the main inventory is working or not. Yeah, it is working. Okay, and now basic setup is alright. Now how do we show those elements in the quick access menu? And one more thing, for the quick access menu we don't need this frame. So for that, all we have to do is set in this background color transparency to 0, so the frame will not appear. But for that we need something else, but can we do it here? Pardon. background color to 1 1 1 and alpha 0. Let's see. Yeah, it does remove the frame. We have to do that for all the buttons. Let's we can't use multiple buttons in the same way, so let's make this macro remove frame. Right, shall we test? Right, we don't have the frames. Okay, now we need to find out we need to dynamically assign each relevant icon to each button, each inventory item button. So how do we do that? So for that, actually for the usual main inventory, what we are using is this inventory component. Right here we already created this custom event init quick access. So basically I need to use this function to initialize the quick access menu. Right, we already have this set selected item event, so let's move it down so we can have more space here. How do we do it? Let's get player character, and we have set up get inventory. Yeah, we have set up this BPI character interface, a get inventory function. Using this we can get the inventory of the player. If you remember, we use the same function in the main inventory also to get the items of the player's inventory. So we can do the same thing here. From this we can get items. So this will give us an array of all the items that the player has in his inventory. Oh, before doing that, maybe let's promote this to a variable. Let's call it player inventory. And also we need to check if we get a valid reference here, otherwise we might run into problems. Null reference errors usually. Then from this inventory we need to get the selected items for each usage. So we haven't set up a method for that yet. So here let me open the BP inventory character actor component, Right, here let's add a function get item by usage. Get item by usage. Here as a parameter I'll give usage, item usage. Okay, and as the result let's give inventory item structure. Let's call it item, and also another variable, a boolean variable, found, item found, because sometimes we might not have items from a given type of a usage. So in that case we need to know that we need to show that we don't have that requested item in the inventory. Wait, let's make this an array, so we can return all the types, all the items in that given usage type. Or do we need to do that? Yeah, okay. So here now, and now how do we implement this? We can go through all the elements, all the items for each loop, and let's have a local variable. Let me promote this to a local variable. You say no, items by usage. Right, and for each element we can I break this? Yeah, we only need the item usage. We can compare if this one is equal to this particular item's usage. If it is same as the requested usage type. If yes, we can add this particular item to the item by usage inventory. Get add. Okay. Oh wait, we didn't check for this condition. Branch if these both usages are same, and after this is completed we can simply return this items by usage variable and item found. This will be true if the length of this one is larger than 0. If it is larger than 0, that means there are elements inside these items by usage array. Okay, now one more thing, we only have couple of items that we can collect in the game world. Health packs and what's this? The stone and some artifacts. Those are all that we have. So interactable. So here as the here also we need to define, oh no, we already have this inventory item type is artifact, and usage is here. Right. Things like artifacts may not have a direct usage according to this category. So under usage, I'll add another entry. Let's call it none. Right. Now for the VP interactable, I'll set the usage to none. And for the health pack, I'll set the usage to heal, compile, and for the stone, I'll set the usage to distract and compile. Right. Now let's go to the quick access menu. After we get the player inventory, we can use it and call get item by usage. Well, this should be get items by usage, because we are returning an array, not just a single item. So get items by usage. Here, first usage is here, and we can have a branch. If the item is found, let's get the first element, and we can get the top button, init item button, and as the inventory we can give a reference to, here we need a inventory object reference. What's this? Oh, this is inventory object reference. Inventory widget, right. And why do we need that? Right. Okay, so here let's just add this valid node. If we don't have it, this part will not be called. That's okay. Right, then let's connect this as the input. Similarly, we can promote this as a macro. So all we need is, as the inputs, which button that we need to initialize. So let's collapse this to a macro. Init, what should we call it? Init items. Init item, yeah, that should be okay. Init item. This is macro, and let's promote this one also as a parameter. Instead of self, item with, let's use it item button. Alright. Oh, we need an exit as well. Similarly, let's duplicate this one, and this time I'll select what should go into the right side? Rocks. So distract. Button is item right. Similarly, we need 2 more macros. Item bottom, for that type is damage, yes, and item left, for that type is effect. Yeah, right. So when this must be called init quick access. I think it should be called from the HUD when we press quick access button. Init quick access. It would be better if we do that before showing it in the UI. Right, shall we test? Oh, one more thing I forgot. If we don't have any of the items for a specific side, we should hide that button. That means if items not found, we can simply set visibility of this button to hidden. Let's do it here. Select the visibility based on this variable. If items found, visible, items not found, hidden. Right now nothing is there because we haven't collected any of the items yet. So let me collect some items. And press the quick access. See, now we have 2 health packs, and if I press right, we have the rock, we have 1 rock, and for left and bottom we don't have anything because we haven't collected any of such items with such usages. Okay, so I'll to demonstrate this, I'll quickly create 2 more item types, SRV arrows, and here arrows can use to kill, and as the usage type I'll set to damage, and as the icon I have already imported this arrows icon. Let me assign it. I don't really have an arrow mesh or something for that, so let me make this red to represent damaging or something. Okay, and another type for affect items. Let me duplicate this SRV effect. No, SRV bottle. So you can think of this as something like a poisonous drink. I don't know. I don't have a proper plan yet. So I'm gonna assign this bottle icon for that. Item type effect. So when enemies drink this, they will go crazy. Let's call it poison. Can be used to poison enemies, right? And this one also, yeah, I'll keep the same color. That's okay for now. And here we have, this is a health pack. Let me delete it and put arrows. And let's add another, no, let's duplicate this one and add bottle. Right, poison collected, arrow collected, health pack collected, stone collected, again health pack collected. Right, now we have items for all 4 categories like this. Okay, and before ending this episode, let's add one more thing. Here let's add a simple text to show the usage of this selected item. So let's add a text. In here, let's anchor it to the middle, x.5, y1, like this, and this must be usage, and let's center it. As the font, let's use the previous font we have used, PRLNSR, and let's make this a variable. I'll call it txt usage. In here, when we set the direction, set selected direction, we can use the txt usage, set text, here this in text should be the same as the usage of the currently selected item. So we can get the direction, the select as the option. We can make item usage oh, usage. Distract. Option 0 is heal, 1 is distract, 3 is damage, and 4 is affect. And we can use it to text. Right, shall we check? Oh, that's wrong, because we are getting a number. How do we get this exact text? String, enum string. Alright, then let's convert it to a text. Yeah, heal, affect, distract, damage. Okay, and let me correct this one. Okay, right, now here we have all the items: heal items, affect items, distract items, and damage items. So in this point I am going to stop this episode, and in the future episodes I am going to implement how to use each of these items, and also we need to display the button to use this item, or the button to swap this item with something else from the same usage. Right, so let's see how to do those things in future episodes according to the design I have here, just like in these other referenced games. Okay, so thanks for watching, and as always project files will be available for the download in Patreon page. Link would be in the description below, and if you like to support my work you can get the membership of the Patreon club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.